They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8. Shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue. They're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play. Round in mud sheds or far away. Down the hills and round the bends. Thomas and his friends. Oh, sorry, I didn't see either. I was listening to my favorite childhood theme, because guess what? To all you little kids out there, I got a shirt. Yeah, right. Girlfriend, if you're watching this, sorry about this. This is for the kids. Anyways, yeah, I am back once again to review PBS Kids, the Adult Swim shows I did last video, so now I'm gonna be doing PBS Kids. What else? So, now I think I'll just spend like 15 seconds on each of them, because, yeah, with my favorite one, I'll spend 30, so, yeah. Here we go. Here we're starting off with 3, 2, 1 Contact. I haven't seen much of this show, but all I can say is that the show sucks, alright? I really don't like it. Next up we got Angelina Ballerina. The show is gay. You know why? Well, the cartoon animation I don't really mind that much, but the CGI is awful. It's terrible. I hate it when CGI ruins classic shows. That will happen a lot in the series, so. Next up we got Anne of Green Gables. And I know what you're thinking. It's not the anime version, it's the original cartoon version, which I can't find episodes on YouTube. Come on guys, help us out. But I don't really like the show. Next up we got Bali. More like Collie, because this show's awful. Alright, Bali's just a stupid cat or mouse, whatever the frick he is. I don't care if I get these wrong. I just hate these shows. Alright, next up we got Shut up! I hate Barney, alright? Barney sucks. Screw Barney. Alright, Bob the Builder has 4 shows, so 40 seconds for Bob the Builder. Here we go. Old Bob the Builder. I like the old Bob the Builder. The animation's good, you know, the characters are cool, and everything else is just good. Next up we got Bob the Builder Project Build It. Now this, as I heard from good old James A. Williams, he thought this was a spin-off series, but it's not, because it's used with the same exact animation style. So, yeah. I kinda like it. Now moving on to the terrible Bob the Builder. Ready, Steady, Build. This is a spin-off because they use CGI animation. But I would actually give them credit because it kinda looks like stop motion. So, I'll give it a bit of credit. But the new Bob the Builder, the reboot, it's terrible. Alright? The reboot's terrible. Next up we got the Berenstain Bears. Now, I'm not really a big fan of the Berenstain Bears, but I know back in the day I really loved the books. But now, I just don't like it, alright? If you like them, that's fine, but to me, I'm just not a big fan of those bears. Next up, we got the Big Comfy Couch. What more can I say? I don't like this show. Next up, we got Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. I love this show so much. Okay, next up we got This show's creepy. I'm so glad Cold Mario Man 19 or Cold Terry Studios hates the show. Good. This show sucks. Screw this show. Next up we got It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood. A neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I want to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I apologize for that. I just love this show. This show's great. Okay, even though it's kind of weird, it's still good. Next up we got Dragon Tales. This show sucks. The end. Next up we got the Electric Company Old and New. The old Electric Company was awesome, but the new Electric Company sucks, alright? Screw it. Sesame Street. The show sucks! What more can I say? Frick Sesame Street. Worst kid show ever. Next up we got Fetch with Rough Rough Man, which I heard from Nick Network that's kind of like a Moose and Z ripoff. Yeah, Moose and Z are better than this. Fetch with Rough Man. Next up we got It's a Big Big World. I've barely heard of the show, nor even seen it, so all I can say it sucks. Moving on. JJ the Jet Plane, which is an even more creepier version of CGI Thomas and Friends, which, even though I hate the CGI version of Thomas, at least it's a bit better, slightly better than JJ the Jet Plane. The show's creepy. Next up we got The Magic School Bus. Now I used to like it as a kid because I watched it at school, but nowadays, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not saying it's bad, I can tell how educational it is, I just don't really like it. Moving on, the Naughty franchise. The old Naughty was pretty good, like the original. The Naughty's Toyland Adventures was decent, but the new Naughty is really horrible. Again with the CGI destroying the show. Next we got Maya and Miguel. I've barely seen it, so I got nothing to say about it. I just hate it. Reading Rainbow. I can go anywhere. I actually like this show, you know, it's okay. I'll give it credit, it's fine. Next up we got Rosie and Jim and Brum. This show is just bad. Next we got Ripper and Robert's Wonder World. Now if you guys haven't seen that this episode paired up with Blue's Clues, I say that this is a spin-off of Blue's Clues, and I thought it was like Leapfrog, but I was wrong. But I hate the show. Blue's Clues is way better than this. And James Bondy can just go to heck for all I care. Next up we got So Move Aside McWay for Fireman Sam, cause it's gonna save the day. Fireman Sam, cause the legs belong. Sam is the hero next door. The first 4 seasons of the show is okay. The 5th season is freaking awesome. But the other seasons, they suck. Next up we got Postman Pat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. The first 2 seasons of the show was actually decent. Seasons 3 through 5, they're bad, but not so bad. But the other seasons, including the movie, they sucked. But I hear James A. Williams say that the first 10 minutes of the film was okay. It was decent, but it felt like the first 2 seasons. But the rest of the movie just was bad. I agree with you, James A. Williams. He deserves a pat in the back as well. Next up is Sagwa the Chinese Siamese Cat. I haven't heard of the show, and I haven't seen it, so I would say it sucks. Moving on, Shining Time Station. Now this is a good show, because not only they have, you know, live action segments, they also show my good friend, we're gonna get to him in a sec. But I like this show. Nick Network, if you're watching this, I respect your opinion. Alright, I like the show. Really? Do I have to talk about this next one? Seriously? Seriously. You guys should all know my opinion on this next one. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. You should know my opinions. But if you guys are just so freaking dumb and not using your ears, I'll tell you. The first 5 seasons of this show are freaking amazing. Season 6 is great. Season 7 is pretty good. Season 8? Season 6 isn't Season 7. Season 8, it's good. Season 9 and 10, you guys probably hate it, but in my opinion, I kind of like it, because the models are good, you know. Thomas isn't really that dumb and brain dead. Season 11's good, but not really that good. Season 12's mediocre. Season 13 through 16 frickin' suck. Season 17 through 20, they're actually improving. I mean, some old characters come back. I know there's some new characters we get, but they're not bad characters. Not like Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand. Oh, we are great characters. We're the best characters in CGI Thomas. That's right. More like that's wrong, butthole. Anyways, those seasons are actually decent, but season 21, I guess it's okay, but seasons 22 and onward is just terrible. Anyways, moving on. Next up, we got Timothy Goes to School. I've barely seen the show, so I really don't care about it. Next is, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Now, this is not the Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego, because that's a cartoon, and that show sucks. But this show, I've seen it. My dad made me see the show, and it's actually cool, alright? It's a good show. Much like Brain Surge, it's just good.